Myers.
Passed.
All right, well, welcome everyone to our Monday, October the 20th, 2025 Business Board meeting. I call the meeting to order, and I welcome our Treasurer, Randy Bertram, to call in the roll, please.
Certainly will. Mrs. Ramsey Hunter?
Here.
Mr. Moore?
Here.
Mrs. Stewart?
Here.
Mrs. Schreiber?
Here.
Dr. Urso?
I'm here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Thank you, Anita. And a second?
Second.
Thank you, Verlina. Any questions, comments, complaints? If there are none, then Mr. Bertram.
Mrs. Ramsey Hunter?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Stewart?
Yes.
Mrs. Schreiber?
Yes.
Dr. Urso?
Yes. Does not appear to be any presentations nor public participation, which brings us to the consent agenda. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Thank you, Todd. And a second?
Second.
You guys are on your game tonight. Thank you, Anita. Highlights, financials, donations, things to bring to light.
No donations at this point, but what I would like to point out is looking at financials because of the preempted ESSER cuts that we made at the beginning of this year. Payroll is actually coming in less than what it did last year. Not much, but a little bit less, so it's trending really good. And that's really going to be a good thing when we look at our 5-year forecast at our next meeting.
All right. Questions? Anything, Ms. Hauser, to highlight?
Really, we have one student contract this evening for Warren County ESC. You'll see that on the consent agenda. Then we have our routine personnel agenda, athletic agenda. You're going to see coaches, bowling coaches, some swimming coaches on there, chess coach. So pretty routine.
All right. There is nothing to Mr. Bertram.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Stewart?
Yes.
Mrs. Schreiber?
Yes.
Dr. Urso?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramsey Hunter?
Yes.
All right. Under business and transportation, there's a resolution of declaring transportation impractical. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Thank you, Todd. And a second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions regarding this? This is pretty commonplace, right? And so, Mr. Bertram, when you're ready, I know you're clicking away over there.
Mrs. Stewart?
Yes.
Mrs. Schreiber?
Yes.
Dr. Urso?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramsey Hunter?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Jeez. If I'm reading this
Short
correct,
one.
am I reading this correct?
Running through it, yeah.
All right, then it's going to committee reports, and I believe there was one committee that did.
It's this
meet-
week.
It's this week.
They meet this week
Man,
on
I'm
Thursday.
preemptive.
Yep,
All right,
Ms.
so
Scheibert.
next time,
Ms. Stewart.
You expected something, a
yes,
report,
Yes.
waiting with bated breath, as they say in the old times.
Yep.
Better say something.
Yeah, you'll be able to say something in that. If that's the case, then board reports, and Ms. Ramsey Hunter, anything to report?
I'd just like to thank all the students, staff, and parents. We're 2 months into the district or the school year, and I think everybody's doing great. Continue with all the good things you guys are doing, and all the kids coming to school and learning.
Thank you. Mr. Moore?
No comments this
No
evening.
comments? Ms. Stewart?
No comments this evening.
Wowzers. All right, Ms. Ibert.
I just have a comment that I visited the high school last week, and I was very impressed with the students that I saw and some of the things going on, and everybody was purposefully engaged when I was there, and they have no idea who I am when I walk in there, so they weren't showing off for me, I'm sure. So it was interesting to see that. I'm glad I got to visit there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think between our last meeting and now, received the awful news that John Thompson, or Johnny Thompson, had passed away, one of our beloved maintenance people. And I knew him, I want to say greatly in length, but relatively well from my time coaching middle school baseball. And just found him to be such a kind, generous, friendly presence. Like, you would call and say, hey, I left my keys, and he would be there in a jiffy to help you out, not complain. It's just really sad on many levels for his family, for the people who he worked with, for our district. he was a really good one. And so it kind of hit me to kind of see that, that happened. I'll miss him, as I know a lot of people will. And so that's all for tonight. Mr. Bertram?
Yes, two things. The long-anticipated ESSER funds that were sitting in Washington DC have been received in the bank. And even to take one step further, we submitted our final expenditure report to ODE.
So you spent
and
it?
was approved.
Did you spend that money in the?
Oh, it's already
Good
spent.
shape.
It was good.
Waiting
Spend
for-
it.
Yeah, it was already spent. So that is great news that we received those funds. So the only expenditures left for the maintenance and transportation facility are coming out of PI, and I will tell you that is on time and on budget, and if you haven't been out to the building, it is looking really good.
I'm
Really
glad to see
excited
that.
about it. So.
It just made me think, the connector between our middle and high schools, if there could be some type of update to the board at some point regarding that project, it would be helpful.
Yeah,
I
Eric's
know
been
it's-
working on getting.
I know that
That's in
the bus
discussion.
garage is a big lift right now. Would just be curious, because I know that's been an ongoing thing. I sat on a committee, it seems like a lifetime
Years
ago,
ago.
and we talked about it.
Yeah.
So Eric will be presenting next board meeting, so that'd be perfect timing.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yes. So also wanted to extend about Johnny Thompson. He will be dearly, dearly missed. I think the details are starting to come out about when the services are going to be. So when we have the full picture, we will definitely share that with everyone. Also, I'm going to pop those slides up there. So this is a negotiations year. So just wanted to give you a little highlight of negotiations and where we are, and really what the stages are with negotiations. So we have MTA negotiations. That's our teachers union, our certified staff. That's 433 of our staff members could be part of MTA. That's our teachers, our tutors, counselors, and our therapists. And then we also have MCEA. That's our classified union. That's Ms. Businger right there, the president of our MCA. We have a total of 185 possible classified staff members that could be part of MCEA. And who would that be? That's our paraprofessionals, our custodians, our maintenance staff members, media specialists, secretaries, lunch monitors, bilingual specialists. So really, Rainey, we go next slide. Oh, there we are. Well, you're quick. Okay, so where we are right now, and this is pretty typical of the timeline for negotiations year. Right now, MCEA, MTA, and then administration, everyone's meeting with their staff members, really collecting feedback, really listening to the voice of all of their members. That also is taking place at the same time that we call contract cleanup. What contract cleanup is, you have to think, so we haven't negotiated in 3 years. So if you think about everything that's gone on the past 3 years, there's cleanup to be done. And a simple example of that is we just moved from a K5 configuration to a K6. So throughout the contract, you're going to see from the old contract, K5, K5, K5. Well, now it needs to be a K6. So that is an example of cleanup. And then really updating the language that just needs to be updated because of the practices. So that's going on with MCEA, MTA, and then the administration, all doing that at the same time. After we do that with our groups, we come together, compare the cleanup, and also then it's typically around February that's when we'll exchange proposals. And those proposals are based on the meetings that are taking place right now about the contracts. And then past practice, we typically sit down, both parties, administration and the union, beginning of March. And then that takes us, it just depends on what the proposals are. And usually we have that wrapped up before the end of the school year. So that is all taking place right now in preparation. So also want to see if you have any questions on that. No? Okay. And then also want to give a shout out to Chris Pierce. Chris Pierce at the high school, our English language arts teacher, who's also proficient with comic strips. So this is the Ohio Schools magazine. This is OEAA. So he's highlighted this year, or this month, with one of his comic strips. Yeah, just came out. So big shout out to Chris Pierce being highlighted for the state, all the state teachers to see. Super proud of him. Ms. Scheibert, you talked to Chris on the tour. Yeah,
There's some
at the coffee shop.
very creative things going on over there. The
Yeah.
classes that we went into, I saw kids engaged. I saw the I was impressed with the teaching that was going on. There's some very creative things happening, making kids think. Yeah, and
High
people
engagement.
were engaged in the room. There wasn't fooling around there, and we were impromptu. Nobody
we
knew
just
where we
popped
were
in. They
going.
didn't know we were coming.
No, he said, "What do you want to see?" And I said, "I don't care." And then I said, "Oh yeah, I want to go here," and then I want to go there. We went all over the place. So,
Yeah.
I said the kids were great, but the teachers were. I went into the ones that we saw were.
They were
had
right
those
on point.
kids- They had those kids engaged, and that's good. That's hard to do. That's not an easy thing to do.
That's right. So, and I know they appreciate you carving out the time to touring, and any board members, welcome. If you'd like to take a tour, just say so, and we'll set that up. We saw your son, Ms. Ramsey Hunter.
I heard.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Ms. Scheibert got to meet him.
He's cutie.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything else this evening? If there is nothing, is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Here we go.